Hi and welcome. Okay, so it is done. Let's have a look at this. I had to switch GoPros. This one wasn't turning on. Poor thing's worn out. That's my GoPro 7. So I'm on the GoPro 5. Let's have a look at this. Nice looking, fresh, oiled fretboard. I use this fret conditioner. It's some sort of synthetic. It has a very lemony kind of smell to it. So it's, you can see the ebony is not jet black on this guitar, but it's very, very nice. There's the beautiful PRS headstocks. Again, hardest headstock in the world to clean. So I'm going to let the oil kind of soak in. I just put a very little on it. It doesn't take much, guys. So I put a little bit on it, work it in there a bit. Got the guitar polish on there. These will go on tomorrow. And I'll let that sit overnight. But the fingerboard looks really good. I don't see any... with ebony, you got to kind of watch out, because what happens with ebony is it does tend to crack. So, you know, I wouldn't, like, put, like, a bottle of that stuff. Like, guys, that's a couple of drops. You know, not on every fret, just a couple of drops. And you work it in. You know, what I do is I just I have my lint-free cloth to wipe down the guitar, and then I use this because that's an oil, so to speak. So, and I just kind of work it in like that. And then I kind of like let it dry overnight. And that way the strings don't get all full of oiliness and all that. So I just kind of work it in like that. But that is beautiful. That is beautiful. So hopefully the camera's catching a good angle of it. So we'll come down here. The Mark Holcomb cam, 7-string cam. So that's the first set of strings that I'm changing after 2 years of owning this guitar. Done a fair amount of recording with it. Great recording guitar. Love the Alpha and Omega pickups. They're beasts. But this guitar is definitely meant to be played with a lot of compression. If you're a straight through the amp kind of guy, these pickups might be too hot for that, because they don't, you know, you need the guitar to compress a bit. Let's have a look at that finish. So this one, I don't have as much purple in this one, but as I do with the 6-string, but it's still nice. It's just a very unique pattern. So these are such gorgeous guitars. If you want to see the back of it, just have a look at the back. It was clean about 4 seconds ago, but one thing, once you oil it up, like it just seems like you don't want to touch the guitar too much until it dries, because if not, you're going to get like oily prints all over the guitar. So that's usually why I leave it overnight, and then when I string it, it's not, you know, it's easier to keep the guitar wiped down. So the finish has held up very well on this. I haven't played this guitar live very much yet. I've only played it live once. You can see it on the channel too. So all the lint free. Supposed to be lint free, but I'm getting lint on there. You know. Yeah, this is an incredible guitar. It really is. It's one of my favorites. Again, if this was the only guitar I've would ever own, need not want. Although the scale length, got to work a little harder with the 26.5-inch scale length, but that's also what gives you that crazy 7-string sound. It's going to be interesting to see how the 10 to 56 sound on here. If I can get as long as the intonation is good, and there's enough tension on the low B, it should be really, you know, like, I always try to play the lightest strings I can get away with. But if you're going to be doing a lot of drop tune, this guitar comes with 10 to 62s, which I like those strings. They're very, very taut. So, you know, if you're going to drop tune, I tend to stay in standard tuning. I might do like a drop E tuning. Think of like your drop D on your 6-string guitar, but only with the 7-string, you just drop the B down to an E, and that works. I find with the 7-string, you can down tune to whatever you want, but like the 7 and 8 strings, because of that baritone sound, you almost kind of don't need to. It just sounds heavier no matter what. Very, very awesome guitar. Very, very awesome guitar. So I'm looking forward to like playing in a band with it and really giving you some heavy, angry dinosaur sounds. That's the best way I can describe it. You can do the Kongzilla sound, the angry dinosaur sound. That's what you want. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave that. So far, I'm getting through quite a few guitars. That's how many guitars? 2, 3, 4, 5 guitars. Okay, so I got 5 more guitars to restring. There we go. Not too bad.